Hello grade 1. Let's explore today three-dimensional geometry. Are you ready? We will learn how to identify and describe three-dimensional shapes. Let's start with this one. This is a sphere. Look at this sphere. The whole shape is curved. Oranges or marbles look like a sphere. This one is a cone. It has one curved surface and one flat surface. A cone is like a party hat, an ice cream cone, or a traffic cone. This is a cylinder. A cylinder has one curved surface and two flat surfaces. This is one flat surface and the second one is the same on the opposite side. A can or a candle look like a cylinder. This is a rectangular prism. It has 6 flat surfaces and no curved surfaces. A cereal box, juice box, or a loaf of bread look like a rectangular prism. I'm sure this one is too familiar. This is a cube. It has 6 flat surfaces and no curved surfaces. A dice or a present look like a cube. These are three-dimensional shapes. Think about how each one is the same as or different from the other shapes. Which shape does not have flat surfaces? Correct. The sphere is different from all these other shapes because it has only curved surfaces and no flat surfaces. Like a cone, which shape has curved and flat surfaces? If you said cylinder, it's correct. A cone and a cylinder both have flat and curved surfaces. In fact, a cylinder has two flat surfaces. Which shape is a special kind of a rectangular prism? If you said cube, it's correct. A cube is a special kind of a rectangular prism because each flat surface is a square. Both have 6 flat surfaces and no curved surfaces. How can you combine three-dimensional shapes to make a new shape? Mandy stacks one cylinder on top of another cylinder. What new shape does Mandy make? Here's one way. Do you think it would work? No, because the top cylinder would roll. Let's turn the other cylinder another direction. Will this work? Yes. Both cylinders must be stacked on their flat surfaces. What new shape does Mandy make? It's a cylinder. It has 2 flat surfaces and a curved surface. Now Carl stacks one cube on top of another cube. What new shape does Carl make? Let's stack the cubes. Would this work? Yes. Since all the surfaces of a cube are flat, they can be stacked any way as long as the flat surfaces come together. Now stack the cubes. What new shape does Carl make? It's a rectangular prism. It has 6 flat surfaces. 2 are squares and 4 are rectangles that aren't squares. You can put shapes together to make new shapes. What are some ways you can do this? Try putting the rectangular prism on top of the cube. Now what if you put the cube on top of the rectangular prism? Notice that this shape is really the same as the first shape you made. It's just upside down. The shape would be different if you moved the cube to one side. Let's try it. Now what happens when you place one square end of a rectangular prism on the cube? You need to turn the rectangular prism. Let's try it. Now let's stack them. This shape is different from the other shapes. Now what if we put the cube and the rectangular prism side by side? Which of these three shapes does the new shape look like? If you thought it's this one, it's correct. These two shapes are the same. These are three different shapes you can make by putting a cube together with a rectangular prism. This is Kim. Kim used shapes to build this castle. Which shapes did she use? First, let's identify the shapes in each part of the castle. Then we will build a model of the castle using the shapes in each part. Let's start with the tower. Which shapes did Kim use to build the tower? The tower is made of a cone and a cylinder. They both have curved surfaces. Let's use the shapes to start building a model of the castle's tower. The cylinder is at the bottom of the tower. The cone is at the top of the tower, with its flat surface touching the flat surface of the cylinder. Which shapes did Kim use to build the gate? The gate is made of two cylinders and one rectangular prism. Let's build a model of the castle's gate. The cylinders are at the bottom of the gate. The rectangular prism is at the top of the gate. Which shapes did Kim use to build this wall? This wall is made of 4 cubes and 4 cylinders. Let's build a model of the castle's red wall. The cylinders form the bottom of the wall, and 1 cube on top of each cylinder. Now which shapes did Kim use to build the green wall? This wall is made of 3 cubes and 4 rectangular prisms. Let's build a model of the castle's green wall. The rectangular prisms are standing on their smallest flat surface, and there's a cube between each pair of rectangular prisms. So we used each of the 4 shapes in Kim's castle: the cone, the cube, the cylinder, and the rectangular prism. We used some of them more than once. That's it. Bye.